After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These Chiefs to start 2022, well, they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans. And that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw.
Good shot, Kelly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Woo.
Again, Murray will keep it. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Shit. This thing is savage.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Very fucking fight.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And they're certainly not giving much hope to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Connor on the read option. And some room to run now. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as we get this up to about the 42. Play fake. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was good.
You might as well not even put your skill up.
Now on first down.
You still gonna get the same amount of stuff.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this is
we want a 3 by the 2.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-0.
Oh, 3 of these niggas be stealing shit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
My son Dave Black got the hezzy guard ankles and
This will be a
calves.
touchback as that sails over the end line.
It's the hezzy guard calves, bro. Little shit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I believe you, though. I do believe you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago.
With my free throw at.
Reestablish the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's dry as shit, dude.
Pass here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes.
I gotta do that.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Oh shit! I didn't know that shit was inbounded.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
I would have blocked this for a second.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a first down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati. Was their second all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Murray a give. This is counter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
Let him know.
Some drives.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Second down. This time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with the option. Right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I hope so.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. He's up to the 20, and they're able to bring him down at the 20.
I know from White making child. Let's keep bringing that shit down.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Whoa.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, why we look at the defense? They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Damn.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Mahomes.
Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to
I got carry good looking, guys.
If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you
I got carry like a motherfucker. Good looking, guys. I appreciate it.
He stays outside. Go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
That nigga's going ape shit. He said, feed the hot hand. Get better to see that.
Just shy of the 20. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get it down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. Just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker is so a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's not good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive
so this thing, I ain't gonna fly, try to get that still. I can get that still for
still. Trying to answer the momentum that their offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe.
Oh, yo, bro! I swear to God, you still in the bottom of the ball. I swear to God.
Murray now on first
yo.
down. And this is caught. It's
Go 2K fucking.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Ertz over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Murray to air it out again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun. And the ball is knocked out.
The pass. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Okay.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the gun, Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Okay.
Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Whoa, shit. What's that?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Hey, she led up to greatness. He always asks, how's the baby, but never, how is labor?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the
so that means y'all niggas heard all my
conversation.
You know you're supposed to know that, nigga.
After this is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10.
Like, yo, Callie, you better get on the yacht, nigga.
Down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
We got a yacht with a helicopter right now waiting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we ain't gonna show up. We reserve it for the next day. Unless some Mike got us. Mike plan. Mike plan. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. They juke. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Goes the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps?
I'm visiting teams bullshit every day. I'm tired of being stressed out and indecisive and not knowing what I'm doing. Like, fuck that. I just did that, Lexington Law. If any of y'all niggas got bad credit, do that shit. That shit gonna fix your credit in no time.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground.
Them niggas gonna help me finance a house. So while she's sitting here
now in the ball game, and I'm guessing you'd say
starting
this is
trouble
kind of the
with
key
me
to
about
grind
who I'm
out.
gonna pick as a beneficiary, because I know y'all niggas heard me. Y'all heard me say her name first. Should I want to put you as a beneficiary? But then she's like, all right, you already showing me you hesitant. So guess what?
You financing a house or you a mortgage?
No, I'm gonna do mortgage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's gonna be mine, daddy.
What type of house you looking at? Or you ain't get to that far yet?
I was trying to look for something with some space, you know what I mean? Like 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. Right now, I'm about to go look at a room tomorrow.
Gonna get it again on second down.
A room? Where at, in Jersey? Or?
Gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much.
Horseman versus East New York.
They have. He's been efficient. Maybe they run him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On first and 10 is counter.
Man, y'all niggas keep running into me, my nigga. What's going on?
And he's going to get this inside. That good for 19 and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back.
Oh my.
So compact.
I got
and that strength was on display there. Play action. Now it's Murray.
That shit was bullshit.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on second down. Murray.
Oh, shit, that's all good. Ah, you serious, bro?
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way.
2K didn't mean to do that shit. That shit just fainted inside the ring.
Another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole.
What? How you stop the ball from dribbling? Who is this nigga?
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crash down inside and tackle him for a loss.
Hey, oh!
Down there, but he cannot.
I'm saying, hey.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they forced him to take him to 3.
But he did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
Yo, I'm always trying to do that shit. I wouldn't get it close, bro. Don't eat my fucking.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Go back, Kelly.
Baker with a pick.
My bad, y'all.
Take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
I need like a lightning bolt. I need like a flash.
Hey, time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, rocking them Timberlands, in the trenches. It's no difference. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things.
I like it. That's awesome.
I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fan fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut up with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a
what? This is slightly early. Okay.
Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, they make a profit on top. Stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slave, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about the digs. Couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl.
Nigga, wide ass at the wing.
Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
You think you lost your ticket? Sounds tragic, buddy.
All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Dolphins much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Zach Wilson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Now we know that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46.
He's going to be back.
On first down, Tagovailoa nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Oh, that sounds like the free throw line.
The touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away.
What y'all playing? I said what y'all playing. Kind of work.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You already got 05 red.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Oh, you play a game? We watch a movie?
Here on 2nd down. This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Yeah, Patty Wilson. Yeah, Patty Wilson.
Hall want to give up the middle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. On third down, here's Hall. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Yeah, it do.
Timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down, Wilson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Let's go now.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Tua on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Yeah.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, an 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And we need people like
And
him.
his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing
It's
call.
so tough
And
down
they'll
there.
accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Really?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it, and he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go.
Niggas going baby shit right now.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Red striker. Blue striker.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Yo, blue. Check you.
Tua to throw again.
Oh my God.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
That's on the north of that man.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think I should make a headbutt the
took
ball.
the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
I'm sorry, Sammy. Okay, that's shut out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the ready. Drill green.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua.
That nigga got tormented and shit.
And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Oh, shit.
Smash, red. Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. 2nd time in this game, Charles. The ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
All right.
They're going to look to throw.
That nigga's chicken, all you missing was the bread.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
That's fucked up.
Two are going to try and run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32.
Oh, come on, man.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What?
Now it's Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Uzama. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That station is crazy.
1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Give to Hall running right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
But I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
Ball again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball again. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got it.
What are you at?
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
4th down, no problem.
That's
Just
like, yeah, I ain't no good, bro. I ain't
to
card, bro. I need to
keep
pull out there
the
by
offense
2.
on the field.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Powering forward. Tackled on the play by Tariq Castro Fields.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's nervous.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
I got to do the next time.
This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
That was a robbery. You supposed to be doing. That was a robbery.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second and 10, Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He said this is his quarter. He said
this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Red, cycle. Blue with striker.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count.
And now here's another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season.
They've been
fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Oh, it can't be too big.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say you caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
If you know the track, I don't know if you paid them lately. No, I got special delivery, bro. I got you, King. I can keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it simple like a pencil. Simple as it. Yeah.
Yo, there's no such thing as gravity.
Yeah. You on Earth, nigga.
That shit don't fall in the rim, bro.
It's hard.